that. Okay, so this is Shelley, and I'm Shelley, by the way. It is August 14th, 2018. We're doing a Zoom call with the best rock star team anywhere. We're recording this evening so that folks who also need help with their virtual parties can get some. And if we have all kinds of great tips and whatnot, and you want to rewatch it, this will just add to our training library that we make available for our team. And I have, what's today, the 14th? I have an 18th anniversary in 2 days.
Wow.
Cool. And I'm in Concord, California, Northern California. So quick poll of everybody is, are you doing virtual parties? Raise your hands. Okay. Yes, Laurel. All right, good. And are you having fabulous success with them?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
I'm thinking Eve is probably the veteran in the room in terms of virtual parties. Okay. And what are the biggest, whether you're doing them or not doing them, success or no success, what are your biggest obstacles? What are the challenges that you're running into with virtual parties?
Getting some interaction.
Interaction. Okay, what else?
Getting people to attend.
Attendance. Okay. What else? Knowing how to do them.
The personal touch.
How to make them.
How to more personal.
More personal. Okay, very good. And that's very much what, so hopefully what I'm going to show you will be targeting and helping with those aspects. And so just as a little bit of background, they say that the strongest business, the folks who have the strongest Pampered Chef businesses are doing some live classes and some virtual classes. So it's a little bit of both. We've got folks out there who are strictly virtual consultants, and that works. Some who are just doing live parties, and that works. And then a combination is what really makes you super strong. I always set up a Facebook for all of my live parties, and I call it the fun before the fun. So I've kind of been doing that ever since I've been doing Facebook. And it supports if you get 10 people at your live party, but you have 100 in your virtual party, obviously you've got a great resource and a missed opportunity if you aren't targeting those folks. And we've actually started going Facebook Live from the live parties into the events because there's people all over the country and they just can't physically get there. Okay, so as we kind of go along, if you have questions about any of that, let me know. What I have kind of on my list for us, and my computer decided that it was going to do an update 10 minutes before we started here tonight. So everything I had open shut down. So you'll get to see as I load it all first thing for you, okay? And my Evernote is opening up because that's where my notes were. So going from memory, what was kind of on my topic list was events versus groups. Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
I do.
Okay, so we're going to put that on our list, events versus groups. How to set up your party in Consultants Corner. All right, how to set up your party on Facebook. That's good so far. And how to set up your party on Cinchshare. And then how Pampered Chefs content and training, how you use it in order to do your parties. Sound good? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so some of this, like for Eve, who's been doing virtual parties, you know how to set up a party, you know how to set it up on Facebook. You're good. So what we did is we got some, this kind of started off by having some screenshots that we want to put on our team page on Facebook so that everybody who's brand new, who has questions on how to set up those parties. I'm helping Molly right now getting her first booked parties set up. There's some screenshots that we have that show you, here's how you do it, step by step by step. Did anybody open up that document that I shared on our team page? Did anyone look at that?
Yes, I did.
I think I did too.
What did you think, Eve? Were they effective?
Yes, I think it's really good. And I didn't go through completely looking at the Cinchshare information because I do post my party, but I was kind of thinking, oh, I got to get some screenshots of setting it up on Post My Party.
Post My Party, right. And so what we're going to do is make an album there. So let me start off with that, and I'm going to share that with you. And I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go to Facebook. And I just want to make sure that, especially because a couple of you guys are brand new, that you know how to find our team page. And so as we're going through this training, what you're doing is you're listening for yourself, but you're also listening for that group of people that you may or may not know yet, consultants. They're going to be the people that you go and invite to come and do Pampered Chef, because this is honestly extremely duplicatable, and you've got the opportunity to invite other people to come and start a Pampered Chef party virtually within 3 to 4 days of ordering their kit. And I'm going to show you how to do that. We met a gal who did one of our training at National Conference, Kristen Coy. And she went from consultant level. She'd been like a director and she'd fallen off and went all the way down to consultant level, your director level in 23 months. And she brought on board 130 new consultants during that 23 months, just shy of 2 years. And it was like, oh my gosh, I need a method for teaching these folks how to get going quickly. And that's what I'm showing you, okay? So her training was really exciting. If you want to see it, you can watch her do her training. And make yourself a note that, Eve, what is the name of that website that Marie and Nancy Jo offer? It's PC Team Training, is that it?
Yes, PCTeamTraining.com, I believe.
Okay. And I posted that from National Conference. I posted that on our team page. It's also under the description on the side. So here, let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you where some of this stuff is. So right now, you should be seeing my screen. And as I said, everything just shut down. So we're going to go and open up Facebook. And hopefully it's not going to require me to get all signed in and everything. So give it a second. My system slows down when I've got Zoom open as well. Alrighty, so here's your Facebook when you first go in, and our team page, what's it called, guys? What is our team page called? Ooh, busted. What's that?
I said I just went blank, but I open it all the time.
Yeah.
I know you do. Okay, so
I go to my notifications and look it up.
Okay, I always type in the letters TEAM, team, because then it comes up. But you can actually add it to your shortcuts right here. Okay, and mine is just
Valet, low,
yes,
key,
yes, yeah.
Foxtrot.
And I messed it all up because I just got married. So if you're brand new, you're going, who in the heck is Valet? That was me prior to July 6th of just a month ago. I got married, and I'm now Shelley Weeks. So we'll be changing that, and very likely we'll pull the names Valet, Lowe, and Keen. It's Shelley Valet, Ellen Lowe, and Carol Keen. We'll pull those out of there because we're about to promote a whole bunch of more directors, and we can't put all of our names in there. So we're going to be kind of looking for our preference of new name for our team, but that's the one. And you can make that there it is, a favorite. And I'm not sure exactly where you do that, but there is a place you can do that. Okay, so this is our team page, and if you do a search, what were we talking about? We were talking about
The team page.
the team. So we're on the team Facebook page, and I added a Evernote in here that's got those screenshots. dots on it, but we're going to add them into the photos. So you'll be able to find them over here in photos eventually. I just want to make sure that I've got a complete set there. But if you open that up, it opens up, you double click it, and it's a compilation of screenshots that we've put together with the idea to guide you to guide somebody else on how to get their party started right away. So this is for new consultants who join the team. Here's the pilot tester post that you can send to 15 to 20 people to get bookings and instantly, virtual party bookings. And your help is needed in my virtual party kitchen. So that's a picture you can save and you can send along with this verbiage right here. It says, I'm so excited to start my Pampered Chef journey. So if you open up this document and look this over, this should be a really good starting place for you. Because if you don't have any virtual parties booked to try out what you're going to be learning tonight, that will be the first thing you want, is some bookings. Okay, does anyone have any virtual party bookings?
Yeah, I've got one going right now, but.
Was that Kate? Got one going with a host, right?
Right.
Okay, because you can host too, but I want you to have other hosts. So this is the verbiage and a picture for a green dot message. You send it to people, you'll book at least 2 or 3 parties, if not more. And the lovely thing about virtual parties is you can start one tomorrow. You guys all realize that? If your August is looking full enough, you can start your own virtual party or find a host and get it started tomorrow. So they're instant. It's really cool, especially with the resources that we have available. Okay, you guys excited?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Okay, so then there's these first 5 posts that you use to set up your parties on Consultants Corner, on Facebook, and in Cinchshare. And if you use Post My Party, Eve is your go-to girl, because I'm not sure who else on our team uses Post My Party. Both Cinchshare and Post My Party are outside services that will post to your Facebook virtual parties. Okay, so this is what you would tell your new folks, that you're going to tag you in the first 5 posts. So these pictures will be on our Facebook page for reference. But here's an actual picture of what it looks like when you go into Consultants Corner and set up your party. Now, does everybody on the line know how to set up a party in Consultants Corner?
Yep.
Yes, good. Okay, and you go step 1, step 2, and move right through. So you click on quick add, you put in the information on the party, and when you go to the next screen, it shows you how to add the Facebook event page into your Pampered Chef party on your website, which is a very good thing. That's new. And then also how to give it a URL. And I'll tell you my little trick when I am out and about, or I'm at a party and I am booking, which I do when I'm out and about. I'm going to grab one of my catalogs and show you. I put a label on all my catalogs now. There it is. So all of my catalogs, here's the current catalog, and I'm going to hold this up. Can you guys see? Can you see the label?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the link. That is the actual link that you create when you set up somebody's party. It's all the https //pamperedchef.com/party/ and then there's this place that it puts in random letters and numbers, but you can change it. So when Molly booked her party with me for August 7th, I didn't have to go home and set it up. I could tell her, because I have a standard format that I use for all my parties. If it's a specific date for a live party, I put that in, and it says Molly or Barbara and the date in a 4-digit format. August 7th was 0807. And that way I could give her a catalog right that moment with her link on it and say, I'm going to activate that link for you tomorrow. Okay. If it's a catalog show that doesn't necessarily, or a virtual party that maybe is going to go on for a string of days, it's just their first and last name. Okay, is that helpful?
Yep.
Okay, terrific. So if you're stuck on any of these, this picture that you're looking at is probably a little blurry. It'll be clear when we put it up on our team page. But then there's a place to email the host from, this is again, setting up the party on our personal website. And this walks you or a new consultant through step by step. So first you set it up, you put in their contact info, you give it their name so that their link is ready. You email the host, and there's this pre-done email that just tells her exactly what to do. It's awesome. And you click send. Okay. So you set it up on the personal website, then you go to Facebook and you set up the party on Facebook. And so there we've got a group versus an event. So raise of hand, who's setting up Facebook parties, virtual parties as events?
Well, I was before I took my little sabbatical.
Okay.
Used to until Facebook changed their rules.
And Facebook changed their rules.
Yeah,
So for the most part now, people are
You can't set them up as a page?
So not a page, but a group.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And not an event. So there's three types of things you can, at least three types of things you can set up on Facebook. And I'm going to go back to my Facebook here for just a second and show you. I'm going to go home. There's Molly. So I'm going to kind of just, you go to your home page and you scroll down here. This should scroll. Okay, so right over here, can you see this section? Events, groups, and pages. This is within Facebook. We set up a Facebook virtual party as an event. And Cinchshare, well, actually, Facebook made the change. Facebook changed their rules, and they do this all the time. It could change again tomorrow. We have no control over it. But they changed their rules saying that outside vendors that post on your behalf that you use as a service so that you can run 3 or 4 virtual parties at a time no longer can post into events in Facebook. Maybe you had your systems down and you'd have 3 virtual parties a week going simultaneously, and you're doing the exact same thing for each one, and you're using a service like Cinchshare to post in the morning and then in the afternoon and then in the evening on your behalf. That's what it's designed to do. They blocked them from being able to post into events. So all of our systems now are changing to posting into groups, assuming you want to use a posting service like Cinchshare or Post My Party. Okay.
So we don't do virtual parties and events anymore unless we're going to do it ourselves. If we're going to use the service, we have to do it in a group.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Because Cinchshare will post into groups and pages. Our team page on Facebook, it's a group. It's a group. My business page for my customers is thanks Renee for posting that. My business page is a page, so it's event, a group, or a page. All right, I'm going to go back to this again, and this instructions, the screenshot that we're going to post and make available for you is how to set up a Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to use Cinchshare Post My Party, and you want it to post into that, it's got to be a group. And you actually have to, tell, when you set up the group, you have to do an extra step where you tell it that, yes, it's okay for Cinchshare to post into that group. So the way you set it up is you click on the groups over here, and you click Create a Group, and you fill out the name of it and the information, and you have to add at least 1 person to get started. My recommendation is when we're done with this is that you all set up a practice group, one that you can play in. You can post into, and it's just you and your sister or you and your friend. And you have to have one other person besides yourself. But set up a dummy one, a practice group. You can go Facebook Live into it. You can mess around and no one will see it except you. It's just a place to practice. All right?
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
Shelley, does Post My Party, will they post into a group or no?
Eve?
Yes, they will now.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Eve.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay. So you put in the name of the event. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about exactly how to do this from Pampered Chef's website. I just want you to be aware that we've got some screenshots that we're going to put up. It'll show you how to add a cover picture, a banner. It'll show you, here's some sample banners, for example. Aren't those gorgeous?
Yes.
Yes. You don't want to just go Google stuff like this. We're going to go into Pampered Chef's marketing imagery in a second, and I'm going to blow your mind on what's available for you. I'm just giving you the big picture now. And there's even the words on how to use it, what to type to put in a description, and that's available on the website. Okay. And then there's screen shares for how to get started on Cinchshare. If you use this code and you're not doing Cinchshare yet, but signing up brand new, you can get a 37-day free trial by putting in that code. Okay, so this kind of walks you through it. And Cinchshare is nice because they do have a lot of training videos. So does Post My Party, my understanding. Okay. All right, so those are some of the screenshots, and I've got some more I'm going to add to that. But what we want to do is open up Pampered Chef and see what Pampered Chef's got to add to this whole thing. Because you're like, okay, I've got the party set up. I've got the party set up on my personal website. I've got it set up on Facebook, and then I've got it linked to Cinchshare. Okay, so that I can post. But now what do I do? And that goes to everything you guys were asking me about. How to increase interaction, how to get more attendance, how to make it more personal. Okay, any questions so far?
Nope.
Is this helpful?
Yep.
Good so far?
Yes.
All right, so did you see what I just did? I went to pamperedchef.com and I logged in, I signed in. And if you're not familiar with the newer screens, Pampered Chef's website is glorious. It is really fabulous because it serves a bunch of different markets simultaneously. It serves the public for pamperedchef.com. It serves us as consultants, and it is a fabulous tool for your hosts and your customers. So number one, you need to be signed up with eBiz Tools. And you need to be opted in to your newsletter. Is everybody opted into your newsletter?
Yep.
Yes.
Great. If you're not, give yourself a note and message as soon as we're done here, ASAP, go online and go walk into Consultants Corner and do that. If you need help, message us on our team page and ask. So this will give you a summary. This is like your own landing page with your sales, your team sales, your parties. These are just the first, several of my parties. But if you go over here, actually, so right here, there's resources. So your menu is down the left-hand side. And if you click on marketing images, it will take you right to where we need to be. If you want to see the full site, click here. If you're going into the Pampered Chef University, the training is excellent. And there's training on everything I'm telling you right now. Okay, Carol was telling me, do we really need to recreate the wheel? Do you need to do this training, Shelley? Because this training is on the website. And what do you guys think? Are you using the training on the website?
Yes.
Awesome, because it's improving on a daily basis, isn't it?
It has, how long was I gone? I was gone, 6, 7 months?
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm just absolutely amazed and thrilled with the training that they have now.
It's
Because they didn't have this training when I left. They had PCU, when I left, but it was not this advanced.
No, and they keep improving it. So if you've been around for a little while and you think you're done, you're not done. Keep going back. Schedule an appointment with yourself at once a week and go and look and take a new class. If you want to be super effective about it, identify an area that you need help and go take a class in that area. There's so much here. Lots and lots here. So this is only the marketing imagery section, but this whole tab will launch you into PC University. And if you're not drilling yourself through the fall winter 2018 resource guide that's right here online, there's so much more here than you're seeing on Facebook or anywhere else. There's training on here, there's videos. You need to be really taking advantage. During August is when you're watching all these videos and cooking with the products, placing orders for them so you've got them in your kitchen. Dinner tonight, I've got the quick cooker and the pasta makers going simultaneously.
Woohoo!
Yeah, multitasking, right?
What are you making for dinner?
I did the caprese pasta. I'm on my second batch of it. And then because I send kind of, we like to have some protein done to make into salads, and I've got some extra sauce and rice in the fridge, so I put in some frozen chicken tenders and loaded it up with garlic herb and rosemary and some chicken broth, and that's cooking in the quick cooker, frozen. It said it was only going to take 8 minutes.
Perfect.
So it's been done. It's sitting over there warming. Isn't that the best? Yeah. Who's got one yet? A quick cooker? Yes? For $96. Isn't that remarkable? And
ordered mine today.
Oh my gosh, great, Renee. Very, very good. This is on the way. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Supposed to be here on Thursday.
Go shopping ASAP.
Oh, I'm waiting for Thursday.
Okay. Oh, it was so fun the first time. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. And so my mom held my hand via text message. So it was fun. Have somebody hold your hand who's already cooking with theirs.
I made roast and mashed potatoes tonight. It was so good.
It turned out good. Yeah. And so, my gosh, that 60% off quick cooker is available just to consultants in August. So you need to be telling everybody to join Pampered Chef now. Order their kit today so they can order a quick cooker tomorrow. They'll have it to cook for their own family, and they'll be off and running for September 1st when it becomes available. I cannot stress that enough. And it's not about you. You've got to be telling everybody about it so they can get one. I mean, how would you feel on September 1st if you got a phone call and say, I just found out about this quick cooker. It's $240. And I just learned that I could have gotten it for $96. You didn't, I don't want that to be you. So make those extra calls and reach out to folks and put it just like that. Say, I never would have made this phone call if Shelley hadn't kicked me in the ass. Sorry, in the butt. Okay. Okay. So here we are at marketing imagery. Now we're talking about virtual parties, but all of these tabs have really great stuff. But going down to party themes, and I will tell you, if your screen does not look like this, if your button for in-person and virtual parties under party themes is not there, that means you haven't taken the in-person and virtual party experience training. Pampered Chef set the bar high for us. You must take the training to get access to these party packs. Has everybody got that done?
Yep.
I got it.
Awesome, Laurel. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm going to click on the virtual one. So these are the party themes. And I actually called home office today because these have been around for 2 years. Party packs have now for a year and a half or so. And I was always stuck. I would click on one of these. Let's go to, so there's actually some training right there. Take a tour of virtual party themes. And you can click on, let's just click on this right now. This is host coaching right now. But see that button that says download all? I've done that. I downloaded that stuff and it disappeared into Never Never Land on my computer and I couldn't find it. Or if I did find the information, I didn't quite know how to get it out of wherever it got packaged and put on my computer. Eve's probably laughing at me because this is anybody who knows more about computers than me is probably laughing at me watching this, so that's fine. But these are fairly big files. If you want to download all of this content, and I want you to do it, you click download all and it zips it together, compresses it, and sends it to your computer. And so depending on if you're on Chrome or Explorer or Firefox or any of the other browsers, it's going to behave differently. But when you actually download this information, it's all zipped up and you have to unzip it. So you have to go and find it probably in your downloads folder right here, depending on how your computer's set up. Find the folder and it's got a subfolder. Copy that subfolder and let me see if I can open one up to show you. Downloads. So there you go. So I downloaded Best Summer Ever, Brunch and Punch Parties, Fajitas and Margaritas, but they're all zipped up. Let me do this one. Best Summer Ever. And if I open up the folder, there's a little folder in there called Original. And if I open up the Original folder, it's got all of these files, but I can't see them. Even if I change the view up here and say extra large icons, I mean, how useful is that? They're not very useful this way. Well, they're all compressed. What you need to do is copy this original folder under the Best Summer Ever. Don't copy the zipped one. Copy the internal folder and then go put it somewhere, wherever you deal with your Pampered Chef documents on your computer. Make a folder called Party Packs and paste that in there and it will unpack everything.
And Shelley, another way to do that, up there, you see that extract all up at the top?
No, I don't.
On your screen right there?
If I did, extract to right there.
Extract all.
Right there.
Right there, that one.
Okay.
That unzips it also.
But it unzips it right here in the downloads folder?
It unzips it. It'll let you choose where you want it to go.
Okay. Thank you, Eve. I appreciate that. I should have called you instead of home office.
No problem.
Alrighty. Good job. Okay, so once you kind of opened it all up and you've placed it into a home in your Pampered Chef folder. Okay, here are party packs now. So there are party packs and best summer ever party. Now we can actually see the images and we can, it has to think about it for a second, but you can actually access them and use them and see what you're trying to get to, okay? But the Pampered Chef's imagery on all of this is extraordinary. They spend big money on these professional pictures. So you want to use them. You want to use them. All right. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. So what do we do with this info? Right? I'm going to go back here for a second and show you where the magic happens. So you're in marketing imagery, remember, under party themes, and we're under virtual. And under virtual, it's going to say, come on, training right here. So if you open up this folder right here, it's going to show you some really helpful things. Now, here's what I learned from National Conference. Because let me know if this sounds familiar when you've been doing your virtual parties. You go and you're excited about the rock crock, for example. And so you go into your virtual party and you post a picture of the rock crock, right? We're excited about the rock crock because we know how awesome it is. And we're kind of like waiting for everybody to go, ooh, oh, wow, and start talking about the rock crock, and they're not. So then what we do is we post another picture with a recipe and we throw all this stuff and we keep throwing things into that virtual party and there's nothing happening. There's no interaction. We've been pretty much focused on product-based virtual parties. And what we want to switch to are recipe-based virtual parties. And not just your virtual parties, but your whole presence in social media, whether it's Pinterest or Instagram, or if you're posting things, if you're using Snapchat, any of the social medias. It just so happens that Facebook is where the majority of people are. If you want to go to Pinterest and see how I've set up Pinterest, it's evolving really nice, and I'm getting a lot of activity there. But can you see where that would make a difference? And basically, here's the way that it works. There's a flow to any given day in how to structure it, whether it's in a virtual party or whether you're doing it in your say your business page. Or Renee and I were talking yesterday about having a dedicated freezer meal page on Facebook, right, Renee?
Yes.
Okay. So instead of, say, posting a picture of the spices for your freezer meals, you'd post a picture of the finished meal, right? And it so here's the way the flow goes, and it's actually laid out for you in a document right there in the virtual party packs under training, and it says party setup, and it tells you exactly how to do it. This is how to set up a virtual party. But if you scroll down, it shows you all this really. Okay, here's the party time story outline guide. And this is the order of the posts. And it starts with an image of the recipe. So maybe in the morning, you post a picture of caprese pasta salad and say, I'm so excited tonight. I'm going to be making this for dinner. Join me because I'll go on Facebook Live. Or tonight I'll post the recipe for us. But in the meantime, this is going to be our recipe of the day. Each day has a recipe, and you start with a picture, not the recipe, but the picture of the finished recipe. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you post is a picture of the power tool. So for the caprese pasta, who knows what the power tool is?
The microwave pasta.
The microwave pasta cooker. Exactly. Okay, so you start with the recipe because that's what gets everybody's attention. And then you move into the power tool, and you might go to the marketing imagery and actually grab one of the videos of the microwave pasta cooker in action. Pampered Chef's got videos that we can use that work great. So it's the picture of the recipe, and then the power tool you need to make it. And then a little bit later in the day, and you're staggering this throughout the course of a day, later in the day, you would do the supporting tools that you need to make the caprese pasta. So in this case, we're talking about the quick slice to slice the sausage, and the herb mill for the basil, and the close and cut to slice the cherry tomatoes, right? Those are the supporting tools. So it goes power tool, then the supporting tools, and later on, you post the whole recipe because you've got their attention now. And what should be happening at this is they're commenting. Like, oh my gosh, that pasta looks fabulous. I'm excited to see how to make it. Can you see how it would make a difference?
Mm-hmm.
You look across social media, open up Facebook and browse through Facebook and see how many pictures of recipes are posted out there.
A lot.
A lot. There is a gargantuan amount of people paying close attention to recipes. Go to Pinterest. It's recipes. And we have gorgeous, beautiful, professionally done pictures of the recipes that will support the power tools, the rock crock, any tools, the whipped cream maker. So you can build a day out of a recipe and drive it that direction, and you'll get so much more interaction. So the picture of the recipe, the power tool, the supporting tools, Then you give them the actual recipe. Here's how you make it, okay? And at the end of the day, you finish with dessert, of course. So at the end of the day, you post a picture of something fun about dessert, and you do a little teaser about tomorrow's recipe. Okay, today we learned how to make pasta in the microwave, individual, made to order portions with the caprese pasta. But tomorrow we're going to move on to a full one pot dinner with the chicken and asparagus with pan sauce. Okay, and what you're doing there then is you're building your party structure, and you are you can use this format then for a 1-day virtual party, a 3-day virtual party, a 5-day, 7-day. They say in general don't go more than 7, but there's actually, if you look under the training, there's a virtual party structure right here, and it tells you exactly what to do. And it'll say the party setup is this whole section right here, and guess what? It actually shows you party setup. This is that document that I first opened up in training, and it tells you exactly what to do. The Facebook event picture, and there's a little key here too. If you go down to the bottom, if you go down to, on one of these, it's got a key that shows you here's the key. So it will tell you whether, for a particular step, if it's advised to do Facebook Live or to put a video, it'll put that little image of the Facebook. That's for Facebook Live. If it's a place where you'd want to put in a personal message, it'll have a little picture of a little talking thing right there. There's a key for all of these instructions. And even better is when you're scrolling through this, back to the other one, for the
what is that other little key?
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. So right here, the keys, this one right here, Renee, is a image to mean a picture. And that means there's a picture here in this marketing imagery that you plug into that spot.
Oh.
So it's
all got the picture for you and the words to use with it.
They've got a picture for you and the words to use.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. So here's an example of the party kickoff, all right? Things to remember, okay? The time to ramp up this is the time to ramp up the engagement and get the dialogue going. Creating your own videos makes your party unique. What did Laurel say? Personalizing it. And maybe you start off, it'll say make your own video, and you're like, I don't know how. What your goal is to create yourself personally a little library of videos. And we're talking little videos. When you go to do a Facebook Live or a video, we're talking maximum 5 minutes. But for most of these, it's a minute or 2 minutes, real quick ones. But you might record yourself doing a party intro. You might record that, or you might do it Facebook Live. And it may, once you start to do it, you'll get really comfortable. I know consultants who have very thriving virtual party businesses, and for every virtual party that they do, they take their phone and they go into the party group and they click Facebook Live wherever they are, in the car, in the park, at the grocery store, in front of their kids' school, right after dropping them off, at work, at lunchtime, on break. And they record themselves, and they've got it down because they know that if you do that personal welcome at the beginning of a virtual party, it goes so far towards getting the engagement and the participation. It's not just static pictures or not just stock videos. Laurel, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And it actually tells you what to say in that message. So here's the party kickoff. The first thing it says to do is to get your host to go and post herself welcoming everybody in a video. This is a little video button right there. Host welcome video. The host should welcome guests and thank them for coming. And then look at this. See how to record a Facebook welcome video for instructions and guidelines for your host. It's in the host post library. They actually do have everything for us. Did you guys know this was here?
No.
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 No? Are you
No.
excited?
Yes.
Yes.
This is cool, huh? Okay, so it asks you to have your host record herself talking to her friends, saying, welcome to my Pampered Chef virtual party. My friend Renee is our consultant. She has got so many great tips, and you just guys follow along and click going. Be sure you turn on the notifications so you don't miss a thing. This is going to run for 5 days. It's going to be so awesome. Invite your friends to join in, and I've got buddies all over the country. So, hey, Sally, I'm so glad you're here in Massachusetts because I'm in California, and I never get to see you. This will be great. I know we're bakers and we love this. And they'll, if you hold their hand and help them, they will do stuff like that. So the host welcome video is first, then the consultant welcome video. You can pre-record a generic one and then just use it for all of your parties until you're feeling comfortable with Facebook Live, or you can go live. But the consultant does a welcome video, and here's exactly what you include.
So you can do a Facebook Live in a group
Yes.
Facebook
In a
party.
Facebook group, yes.
Okay, good to know.
You've seen me go live on our team page, right?
Yes, I have.
True story. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I just never thought
I know.
about it being as a group.
I know, and it's little stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Little stuff like that worth the price of spending an hour with me tonight, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
there you go. There you go. So excellent. And it says maximum 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. Now, if you're doing it Facebook Live and you completely mess it up, you can ditch it. All
Oh.
right. You can hit the cancel button and it will just disappear. So there's lots of flexibility with it, but I'm going to recommend that you make yourself a practice group on Facebook for your own virtual party. Call a couple girlfriends and say, hey, will you guys be my practice audience? Because I'm going to practice this stuff that I've never done. And I'm probably going to mess it all up, but I need other people in there to populate the group, at least one person. And then I'm going to practice. Okay, so
Good idea.
nice, comfortable practice place. So it tells you so there's the host welcome message, the consultant welcome message. What is Pampered Chef? And see that little image right there, Renee? There's a picture that introduces what is Pampered Chef. There's a picture for it.
What?
It's available for you. Yeah, I'll show you those pictures in just a second. And then there's a roll call or a Facebook poll. And there's a picture for the roll call, or you can set it up as a poll. One of the pictures is adorable. One of the things you can do is post a GIF of your face when your family asks what's for dinner, which you hear that, dang it, all the time. And then people go really crazy posting a GIF of these outrageously frustrated faces.
So how do you do that GIF thing?
The GIFs are very, very fun. Who's been using GIFs? I've just recently fallen in love with GIFs, Renee. So I'm on Facebook. I just my news feed as if I was writing a brand new message, and you click on photo, video, and whoopsies. No, you don't. How do you do it, guys? I think depending on your computer or a laptop, that's it right there. So you click on GIF, I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's say that was the answer to, I'd asked that exact question. Post a GIF of how your face looks when your family asks the dreaded what's for dinner question, ticked off, right? You put in here, frustrated. And up comes all these possible choices. And if you click on one of these, it pops into your message.
Oh my Lanta.
Did I just break your brain? Hi, baby.
You did. You did.
Okay.
That's
how
really
you
blew
do it.
my mind.
Yep. So
repeat that process again.
Say that again. Okay. So Barbara said to do it again. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on my laptop, so it looks a little different on your phone, but the features are all there. You just have to figure out what buttons to push. So this is as if you'd be doing this in your group event page, your group page on Facebook. But in this instance, it works the same anywhere across Facebook. In this instance, I click as if I'm going to write a new message on Facebook. I click these 3 little dots there that gives me more choices, and that's the one right there, GIF. Click that, and then you put in let's say that Barbara is one of these weird people. She is happy when everybody asks what's for dinner. You put in a word, and it will give you choices. Right now, it's only giving one option. Frustrated, cranky. Here's cranky. I'm not cranky, I'm hungry. There you go. So then the people who are invited to the virtual party, Kate's cracking up here, are cracking up because they're posting weird creative things on how their reaction is. And it gets everybody talking. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
That was good.
So that whole page right there was the whole party kickoff. You might do that over a day, 2 days, a couple hours. That's your call. All right. Then there's the party story time outline and guide. And this is the order of the posts on each particular day. Like I said, you might start off the day with a game or introduce the theme, like our theme. I did a couple virtual parties where I said, okay, we're going to have a theme of the day. Monday's going to be breakfast. Tuesday will be lunch. Wednesday will be dinner, one-pot meals for hump day. Thursday will be snacks, healthy snacks. And Friday is, of course, dessert, right? Dessert and adult beverages. So I did a virtual party where I did adult beverage. He's making one over there. I did a theme of a day. It was a 5-day virtual party. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So you start off the day, and once you've got this down, you could have 3 parties working in a single week. Let's say you've got 3 separate hosts. They all start on Monday with a 5-day party, and you're using Cinchshare to post one post into those 3 parties. And then on Friday, you wrap them up, the hosts order, and on next Monday, you start 3 more. Could you imagine what your business would look like if you did 3 parties a week? 12 a month? Would that be remarkable? It is all here for you. So these resources, then they've got the wrap up and close, and it talks you basically at the end of the time period for your party, you move into products you love, add-on items, reminders about ordering, invitations for other people to be the host, and check it out. You may have 2 or 3 hosts this week, and you're maxed. You're full. You're as full as you can. That's as much as I can take. 2 parties, 1 party a week, whatever you decide. So then you start setting up the week of August 16th, and you start telling people, I've got 3 spots for hosts for the week of August 16th. And then once you've got those 3, then you start in the next week and the next week and the next week. And once you get this going, you're going to be posting into your business page, your VIP pages, and you're going to be recognizing and tooting the horns of your hosts, like, yay, Melissa, Harry, and Sally are my hosts this week. I'm going to go live on Thursday night. If you want to be added to one of their parties, let me know.
And that's going to go on your business page.
Business page, your standard Facebook news feed, your VIP page. So once they share the training and recordings from National Conference, grab onto those and watch all the little trainings about how to set yourself up on social media. Okay, and keep writing these additional questions down, and we'll carry the conversation into our team page going forward from tonight, and we'll share more about how to do that. Okay, Renee and I had a big talk about it yesterday, but capture those questions and make sure they land somewhere, that we don't lose them. So at the end of the party, you kind of move into the host rewards, the booking benefit, the benefit of coming and being a virtual consultant. I mean, just like a regular party. You close it up. All right, that's the outline. But what about the content? What are you actually posting? Any questions so far? Everybody's having a great time.
Yep.
Okay. So this one, I'm trying to look, getting started. Okay. So there are, and this is under the virtual party getting started. The training is some of the tools I just showed you, and I'm going to pull out, because I printed a couple of them to go to national conference. In here in the training, there is, by the way, a checklist for your virtual party hosts. And there's a document right here that is a consultant's guide to a successful virtual party. That one. I had all my screens open and then my computer did updates. So
I hate it when that happens.
There's even a video, a Facebook example party. So if you want to see it done, you just come back into this and click that and watch that 15 times if you need to. But there's the party outline guide. There's the virtual party structure. There's another one that shows, where I put it.
And this is all in Imagery?
Yeah, it's all in Imagery. Have you taken the in-person? I know. So this one, if you guys can see it, here is an outline for a 1-day party. Here's an outline for a 3-day party, and here's an outline for a 5-day party.
And those are all in there?
They are all in there. They are all in there. If you want to, the good first place to start is this one, the Consultant's Guide to a Successful Virtual Party. It will walk you through a lot of what I'm doing right now for you in written form. That's it right there.
Goodness.
Okay. Here's the
But
table.
now, before you can get to any of this, you have to do this training first, though, right?
Yes.
Right.
So if you haven't done it, click on the PCU and it will be at a banner at the top. Unless they've moved it, but it's called In-Person and Virtual Party Experience Training.
Okay.
Barbara, it's really easy. I did mine in a day.
Yeah,
Okay.
less than a day.
It
makes
doing it.
the in-person one is separate than the virtual one. They're made up of 5 or 6 little video lessons, and each one's about 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're short. It's super easy. And then when you're done, you click to show that it's complete. And Shelley, do you see that that's completed? Do they send you anything?
I think I've got a report I can look at.
Okay.
I don't recall. Yeah.
I know that when you get done, you have a certificate.
Yes, you get a certificate.
It says you completed it.
Yeah, you can download your certificate and save it. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate did them.
Yeah.
Kate showed me her certificates when she got them. And it has a little worksheet that for each section it'll quiz you, and you can write down, like if it asks you to come up with this idea or this idea, there's a little worksheet to save your ideas, and so it's well done. It's really well done.
Sure is.
Yep. Okay.
Spend some time.
Yep. Schedule an appointment with yourself. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the guide, and it's got really good stuff. My dog's going to kill my screen if I don't go get him. It talks about how does Facebook work? What does, good behavior on Facebook, bad behavior? What does, examples of posts, examples of what not to post, how to get bookings. Okay. But let me back up a little bit. Weird thing is about these screens, I can never tell which ones I've opened. So kind of backing up a little, because the part we missed was we talked about your hosts, and we talked a little bit about her bringing her friends to the party. But what we're missing in this, you're ready to do a party. And if you want, I'll go back in and show you the content, those pictures, what you actually post, because all the content is there for you, so for you to post. And but the thing that they do for you is they help support your host, because write this down, grab your marker, grab your pen and your highlighter. This is the most important thing. The most important thing in a live or a virtual party is your host's involvement. having an involved host. So here's a real eye-opener question. Have you ever caught yourself saying to somebody, would you host a virtual party? You don't have to do anything. Have you ever said that?
No.
You just shot yourself in the foot. Okay. Would you like to let me spoil you rotten with a virtual party? It is so easy and so fun, and you get to engage and chat and talk with your friends, and I'm going to give you exactly what to do. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to make it be successful. Would you like to? And you get their buy-in, because if they're not going to engage, they can't be one of your hosts. Now, how do you tell them exactly what to do? You want to see? Host coaching posts. There's 24 posts here for your host, and you're sending these to your host via private messenger in Facebook. There is actually a virtual party planner, just like our live party folders that we give with catalogs to our live show hosts, that tells the host exactly what to do. Block the date out, make a wish list, create a guest list, and you would go over this with her. So it's exactly what to do. It says, be the host with the most. Treat a virtual party just like a party in your home. You wouldn't hide in the pantry when hosting a party at your home, would you? Be the life of the party. Chat with your friends and comment on their posts. The secret ingredient to a virtual party is you. And so you would actually go over this with them. So that's a guide for your host. And then, hold on, I've got to grab the donut. Any questions so far?
No, this has been really informative.
I'm really excited that they have all this training online like this now. It is so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then this one right here is the it's your checklist for your virtual party host. You print out a dozen of those and use one for each virtual party host. And it says exactly what you need. But here's where it gets super fun. These are the yellow. It's all color coded for us. The yellow are beginning party pictures that tell your host exactly what to do. So you would start at the beginning and say, be the host with the most. You open this up and it says, you download all these pictures onto your computer or your phone. And if you've got an iPhone, you can set up folders. Like I've got folders, and I use text messaging or messaging on Facebook to send host coaching things to my host. But a picture's worth 1,000 words, and they're done for you. So this says, be the host with the most. Welcome your guests to the party with a picture and a post. Even better, post a recorded or live welcome video. Your guests will love to hear from you. You're the reason they're here. Okay. It tells them exactly what to do. So as soon as you book a virtual party, you share the planner with them, you send them catalogs, and then you start sending them these pictures. You can do one a day. Let's say you book virtual parties that start Monday and you get it started with the host, say on Thursday. So you give her a couple messages on Thursday, a couple messages on Friday, a couple on Saturday, and it guides her through. Let your friends know they can that they can change their notification settings the week of the party. Set the notifications for the group to all so that they won't miss any virtual party posts. Can never get back to where I need to be. So it walks them through. It gives you these images so that you don't have to write out in a message to tell your host what to do. You just number these and send them off periodically. So there's 3 for the beginning. This one's create a wish list. Go down. Then there's the red is the middle of the party. What's your biggest challenge in the kitchen at mealtime? Share it on your virtual party. Comment on posts and chat with your guests. You would never ignore guests in your home, would you? Make a post asking your guests for recommendations on what should be on your wish list. This is all host coaching. And you're sending these little by little, not all at once, but little by little to your host. Okay. And then these are actually, the light blue is pre-party. So they're not in order, but they are color coded. So you start with the light blue, pre-party, save the date. It tells her how to post on her Facebook wall to save the date. I'm going to be inviting you to my virtual party. Pre-party and post-party. So these ones are all pre-party. These ones are all, the red is all the middle of the party. The green ones are at the end of the party. Who do you know that would like to be the next host? Or would you like to get your own business started? And then the yellow is the beginning. What do you guys think?
Love it.
Awesome.
Pretty fabulous, huh? So it's all there for you. Let's see. And then there's a host post library with 10 pictures in here. These are pictures for your hosts to use, for them to post into their own party. Which product is at the top of your wish list? So this is all coming from her. What's for lunch? Welcome to my party. Let's have some fun. So you message her these pictures and have her post them. So do you think that would make a difference, Laurel, in
I think that would make a big difference.
Big difference, huh? And they're gorgeous. They're done. It tells you exactly what to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're coaching your
And I need
host.
all the help I can.
What's that?
I said I need all the help I can get.
Okay. Well, it's all there for you. It's all there for you. They have the exact same thing for live parties. So this was virtual, but if you wanted to go out and look at the in-person ones, Barbara, these will show up for you as soon as you do the training. Exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a video tour to show you what's there, and party structure chart, party outline guide, and look at all these gorgeous themes. Okay, so I go here and use these for my Facebook events for my live parties. If I've scheduled the other night, Sunday night, we did fast and fresh weeknight meals. We physically had 8 people in Hamid's kitchen in Walnut Creek, and we made the Caribbean chicken rice bowls. I set up an event on Facebook, and I did the exact same thing. His party was on Sunday. Throughout the week, this was a banner picture. I used that banner picture, party setup, party time, party wrap up and close. They'll give you like, here's a picture. They'll give you a picture of a recipe to use in the morning, and then the power tool, and then the supporting tools, and then the actual recipe you can post. It's all exactly the same, and all the content is there for you. Okay. All right. What do you think? Feeling more capable and able to use all these tools now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Marvelous, marvelous. Well, I'm delighted we got a chance to go through this together. I am really just trying to get this going myself too. So luckily if you're brand new, or if you're a veteran trying to add in a new skill and get more income, better sales, so that you'll be earning a free vacation, so that you can start building your own team. I mean, can you imagine pointing a new consultant at this page and having them take the training and walk through the videos, or watch this video that we're recording right now? How much more confident are they going to feel? Bless you. How much more confident are they going to feel inviting their friends to come and do Pampered Chef, with the goal of starting their first virtual party within 4 days of ordering their kit?
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And be able to order a quick cooker for 60% off, and all the other products for half off. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and have everybody come back in. We're getting ready to be done, but I'm really, really eager to find out what your best, oh my gosh, wow part of this was, or if you have any specific questions while we're still together. So let's take a few minutes and hear from everybody. Who has a best, or do you have any questions that we didn't hit?
At this time, I think I'm okay. I'm going to look at a couple of other training things, though.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Best, oh my gosh, part of the training we did. Barbara, what do you think?
I'm probably, as soon as we get off, I'm going to look at some of the training too.
The training, go straight to the PCU, Barbara, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Training, love it. How about Kate?
How to get the host involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the things that they did mention is it's super important for you to physically call your host. Okay, just because the party is virtual doesn't mean that you're going to get that response from her and get her excited through messaging or text. You need to physically call your host. They need to hear your voice.
Right.
And you know what you're doing, and you're going to be guiding them, because you're going to be sending them pictures and things to post, and they need to hear an explanation of that. So they need to talk to you, okay? And that is on that host checklist that I showed you. It's a virtual host profile and coaching checklist, and it says it
Yeah,
right.
they want to have that personal touch, like Laurel said.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be more likely to encourage their friends to order. They're going to be more likely to encourage their friends to host. And you absolutely send them a host packet with catalogs. All right, that happens automatically for virtual parties. All right, so Kate's excited about the host coaching. Who else? What do you think, Laurel?
It's the photos more than anything, the images that I can share,
Mm-hmm.
because I know what it takes to make those.
Do you?
And let's just say my images don't look like that at all.
No, and I hear you. They don't. Food photography is it's an art. It's an art.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time when we take pictures of our own meals, they come out yellow. They don't necessarily look attractive. So yes, I want you to start playing with recording your own videos, recording your own Facebook Live. There's guidance. There's guidance on our website on how to set up Facebook Live, how to orient your camera, how to set up your kitchen. There are some things that you want to do, but plan it out and capture yourself. If you're opening a bottle of wine for dinner for the family or for you and your husband, set it up and video record yourself. A little 90-second thing saying, we're about to sit down for dinner, and I just wanted to invite you into my kitchen to show you one of the things I'm so excited about, this electric wine opener. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use it, and then I'm going to sign off, and we're going to go eat dinner. So you record it, and then you save it. And when you have that spot in the party, your system then will be to plug that personal video in. You didn't say anything about the date. You didn't say anything about the time of year. Okay, so you can use it for a while, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if we eventually...
Where do you save those, you said?
Well, so if you're making a video and you're using your phone, it's saved into your phone. But I have an iPhone, and in my iPhone in Photos, hold it up real close, I have different folders under Photos. I have different folders that you can make in your phone and drag and drop pictures and videos in, just like you do on your computer. So I have a folder for host text messages. Those are pictures. Can you guys see them at all? Those are my host text messages for host coaching via text. And this is the one. So my system, you're developing a system. My system is that as soon as I schedule a party, I add my host into my phone and I send them this picture. I send them a note that says, hi, this is Shelley with the Pampered Chef. I'm so excited that we're going to cook on the 13th or do a virtual party, whatever it is. And it says a recipe for a great party, one large batch of people. And it's just a cute, fun little picture that I grabbed from somebody else at one point. You do not have to recreate the wheel. You use the pictures that either your friends are using on the virtual party page or somewhere or on under marketing imagery. and just grab the ones you're going to use, put them into make a folder called host coaching for live parties over here, host coaching for virtual parties over here. Does that help?
Yep.
You can
Thank
do
you.
that on Android also.
What's that? On Android phones?
Yeah, you can do that on Android. I have an extra memory chip, and that's where I save all my photos.
Okay, there you go. So that when you're, you know that you've got parties coming up next week and you're host coaching your host to get ready for it. If you have those available on your phone, you can be effective and send those when you're in line at the grocery store, in line at Costco to get gas or whatnot. And it's documented. So my message thread to my host, Sally, I can tell what I sent her if I wasn't physically at my desk to check it off my list, right?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right. So you're basically you're doing the training, but you're also setting up your systems. This checklist is part of your system, your phone and your Facebook, and whatever downloaded images you download and save in organized folders so that you've got the ones you need when you need them. Good. All right. So Laurel's excited about the pictures. Eve, how about you? What was the best part you got out of tonight?
Well, let's see. The host posts for the host and host coaching posts, I haven't been using those from Pampered Chef as well, but I need to use those more efficiently in my virtual parties. And
they're, I agree. I haven't been using them either, and I'm not sure when they showed up. I don't know how long those have been there. So you're
there originally, but,
okay. No, but and so that's okay. Any point you start using them is the perfect time. Yeah. But their imagery is consistent, right? So so when your host sees it, they're gonna know, oh, that's from Eve. It's consistent. Mm-hmm. And you can even make your, I bet it's on here. Make a note about the host coaching, the colors. This color is first, this color is middle, this color is end, this color is the wrap up. And that way you'll become familiar with it. And before you know it, your host coaching will improve for across the board, all of your parties, because you're using those, right? Ooh, yeah. Sneaky. Okay. Did everybody share? Renee?
Yeah, I think I did.
All right, awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging with me. And my challenge to you, what can I challenge you to do? My challenge to you is to make sure that you don't spend the next couple days just playing with the pictures. Don't just sit and do training. Call somebody, message somebody up and say, I need a guinea pig. I'm really excited about this, and I need somebody to give me some feedback and to practice on while I spoil you to death. Would you let me practice so that you've got somebody who invites some friends, and you've got maybe at a small scale, maybe not, maybe big scale, but jump into one, do one, just do one. Start your own virtual party to start on tomorrow's Wednesday. And tell your friends I'm practicing. Okay. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Give yourselves a great big pat on the back. Happy Tuesday to us all. It is October. It is August 14th. There are 17 days left before we launch our fall products, and it is going to be just phenomenal. And you are in the right place. You're getting yourself ready. Your virtual businesses are going to be humming within a couple weeks. It's not going to be awesome. Just fabulous. Going to see you in Arizona and Hawaii and then Disney World, all of us, and you'll be able to trace it back to tonight. Excellent?
Excellent.
Right,
excellent.
Great. I'll put the recording for this video up. I want you to reach out to a sister Pampered Chef or somebody who hasn't yet joined that absolutely needs to order a kit and say, you have got to listen to this training. So pay it forward, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Have
you
a great
very
evening.
much. This was very
Bye, girls.
Good night, Barbara. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Past my
night.
bedtime.
Nice to meet you, Laurel.